Yo, what's up guys, it's Howie, and this is 5 things they don't tell you about The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Number 1. Use bottles and spoons for free kills. Whenever you're roaming the streets on your way to your next mission or objective, you will have to get past a number of zombies, and the further you are into the game, the more zombies you will have to deal with. By picking up these improvised weapons, which you can find all over the cities, you can save significant damage done to your main ones, saving them from being used up after the first 5 minutes of a run. Every bottle or spoon you pick up will grant you 2 kills, which might not seem like a lot, but in the long run, it really does add up. Number 2. Empty out your backpack except for the food when going out on missions. Scavenging for new items and materials is how you are going to spend most of your time in this game, and the last thing you need while in the middle of looting a house is a full backpack. This forces you to stop what you're doing, pulling out your inventory, and choosing what to sacrifice time and time again. And trust me, this happened to me more than I like to admit. To avoid having to be selective when you're scavenging, before you leave the bus, make sure to empty your entire backpack, except for your food. Your quest items will have their own section and will not affect your inventory space. You can scrap your old items for materials or just place them somewhere in your safe bus. Number 3. Pay attention to your stamina. Early in the game, your stamina isn't really an issue. However, as you progress through the game and face bigger hordes of zombies, all that stabbing and running eventually adds up and depletes your stamina quickly. Therefore, you need to make sure you aren't completely winded in the middle of a fight, or when you should be running to safety. In a game like this, it can be easy to forget that both the running and the fighting cost stamina, so make sure to keep food available and an eye on your stamina bar. Number 4. Flipping your weapon. This is a tip that took me a surprising amount of time to discover. A lot of times when you pick up a knife or any other one-handed stabbing tool, you are going to notice that it's facing the other direction than what it did before. Instead of trying to flip it by tossing it up in the air and catching it like I did, you can simply press the A trigger if the weapon is in your right hand, or the X trigger if the weapon is in your left. This is on Oculus Rift. Spamming these buttons turns you into a ninja. Number 5. Beware of food that lowers your max HP. Look, eating food is great and all, but just like in real life, you must make sure you know what you're putting inside of your body. So before chowing down on that rotten can of tuna, take a second to look at how it affects your max health. Sometimes it's just better to find something else to eat. Bonus tip. You've probably seen these tripwires around the towns, in entrances and in backyards. A quick way to dispose of them is to throw an object on them to trigger them. It seems that it doesn't really damage you no matter how close you stand, as long as you're not the one walking into the trap. If you found at least one of these tricks useful, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because YouTube forces me to say that, because you won't find my videos unless you do that. So just click that button. It takes no time at all. Just a little click is all I'm asking. Well, 2 in this case. Like and subscribe. If you can just... Thank you.